We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4. The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Now Burrow on 1st down.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow able to find Higgins. Dances by him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
11.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
11.
P-Ryan is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that run. That's big time.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
He will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Bengals will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On the move past the 40, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
From midfield now, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
All right, ready? 11, Thomas.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 24 yards. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
One more, ready? 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. Here's Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
These guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, meanwhile, here's his second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Jackson to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So that's